Okay. Third time's a charm, I guess? No idea what happened on that one. Absolutely no idea. If you're watching this on a VOD, hello, welcome. Just had 2 big crashes on the computer out of nowhere. The second one was a big one. I've never had that before. I think we're good. Chat, are we good? I'm very careful of like moving anything now. Are we good? Does it? Wait, hang on. Wait. Please tell me the camera works. Main scene. Oh, thank God. Okay. Right. Let me I will sort out the camera again. I will tell you what happened in a second. It was weird. Ooh, very bright. There we go. And... focus. Cool. Right. Okay, we're sorted. Dear God. Right. We're back, we're sorted. Hopefully, we're good now. If it crashes again, I will just stop because I feel like something bigger is at work. Basically, halfway through that, my computer just made the most awful noise coming through the speakers. Everything just locked completely. And then I got a screen coming saying, your computer needs to reset. We're going to do that now. Right. Okay. And then it just turned itself off. And then reset and came back. No idea. Absolutely no idea. I gave it a clean the other day. So it's clean. I don't know why it complained. Absolutely no idea. So hi. Thank you very much to those of you who kind of kept coming back. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. BK, what I was saying, I don't know how much of that you heard. I have emailed you. I think I've emailed you back. If not, I will check after stream, whenever that may finish. And email hatches. Great. I checked out the files. I think I emailed you back saying, asking how many you wanted. And then I never heard back, but I might have just missed the email, so I sincerely apologise about that. Khan, right, okay. I was going to show you your model. This is what I've done so far. It just needs a little bit more shading and well, I need to do the animals there. And the scales and the claws and things like that, and maybe shade the yellow a little bit. And I'm going to lighten up because these have gone on quite like dark. These have gone darker than I wanted, so I'm going to dry brush those the vambraces up a little bit, so they're not so dark. But that's what I've got so far. Obviously, I need to do the red eye that you wanted, and I'll shade down the armor and things like that. So that's where we're at. I hope to get it done today, but I just ran out of time. So there we go. There's your commission. I will probably get that finished possibly tomorrow. I'm going to try and get that done tomorrow. I wanted to get it done by the end of the week, but I just ran out of time, unfortunately. Right. Okay. God, that was stressful. Had no idea why that was happening. So, let us... Should we do some painting? This was supposed to be a chill-out stream. This is a chill-out stream, and it's incredibly stressful already. Antiv, got it fitting 350%. What's the model? Have you got a picture of it? Right. Okay. So, attempts to chill out stream. Whole PC catches a light. Yeah, little bit. Oh yeah, blood on the cape. Yes. I'll do some blood on the cape. Do you want the blood? It's actually, this is really useful that you're here. Do you want blood kind of splattered on the outside, like around here? Do you want it on the inside, like just a little bit on the inside? Do you want any on the clothes? Let me know. Look up in the chat, Alki, I linked it. Links don't work in YouTube, and also it's reset a couple of times, so I don't have access to the previous chats. Can you send me a Discord link? Yeah, where do you want the blood? Around here. And I'll sort that out over the weekend. Right, I'm gonna start painting this. Now I'm gonna start painting this. Nice one, Antif, thank you. Boop. That is quite large. And you've done this at 350%. Okay, that's not loading. I don't want to touch anything. I just want to paint. I just want to paint. Orcs look great. They remind me of Warcraft 3 orcs. Yeah, they're very, like, this range, because it's slightly cartoony, it's very Warcraft. Oh, that's cool, man. That's very good. Can I show that? Yeah, I can. Cool. So this is what Antiv is printing out, 350%. That's very, very cool. Wargames exclusive. You're a fan of Wargames exclusive stuff. It's nice stuff. Yeah, but the orcs. I've got the other orcs up on the website now. There's a whole starter army. Are these for print on your site? What company are they under? So these are scaled up Forest Dragon. Forest Dragon are designed at 10mm, but I've scaled them up 280%, which makes them 28mm, which is perfect for kind of standard tabletop scale. So this is actually for sale on the website. Yes, it's the Deep Lord on Throne is the name. And we're going to start throwing some paint on it. We're going to copy the paint style that I've done on this one because I want to do the whole army basically. So we need to go in with some Gravelord Grey to start. Oh, have they got a Patreon? I didn't realise they had a Patreon. Also, I got an update from Forest Dragon that the next wave is coming. Now, I won't say what it is because that's for patrons only. But very exciting, very, very exciting. No merchant license, sadly. Yeah, things like Wargames exclusive, Infinite Heroes, Raging Heroes, that kind of thing, don't offer merchant license. So because they don't really need to, necessarily. They don't need to. Right. I'm going to go live on TikTok and let's see what happens. But we're going to start throwing some paint. I'm going to do all the metal first. And this is Gravelord Grey. Thank you to those of you who've checked out my recent tutorial on YouTube. The Blood Angels armor. Or actually it was the whole Blood Angel. Using speed paints and contrast. I meant to actually put that out a while ago, but I kind of fell behind with various things. Yeah, BK, I try to keep all the prices on the website accessible for as many people as I can without, you know, with still making a profit. I've still got to make a profit at the end of the day, of course, but I do try and keep my prices as low as I physically can. Yeah, you could hire your printer out of. Yeah, that's fair. I do the same. I work on the I work on the as long as they provide the file, and if it's a paid for file, as long as they pay the creator, because I think that's very important. Orcs versus Dwarfs diorama with these 10mm will be awesome. Yeah, I've got a few 10mm dioramas in the pipeline. One Chaos one, and yeah, I want to do Dwarfs versus Orcs. I'm waiting for more releases of the Orcs, but that is the next thing coming from Forest Dragon is focusing on the Orcs a little bit more. Khan, back a little bit on the inside, little on the trousers, some on the jacket and base, if that's okay. Yep, no worries, I can do that. I will sort that out over the weekend and get it away to you beginning of next week. I can't give you a precise date, but I will plan and hope to do it over the weekend, hopefully. Welcome in over on TikTok. How you doing? No worries, BK. Thank you very much for the lurk. I appreciate it. That will really help the watch hours as well, because we're crawling towards YouTube partnership and those watch hours. It is getting there. So we're just putting a load of Gravelord Grey all over the armor or any kind of metal sections of the model. I'll go around in a second and start wicking up all of the pooling. They'll just take too long to dry. But how was everyone's week? What did people get up to? Have you had a nice relaxing week? Has it been stressful? If it's been stressful, I'm very sorry to hear that. Come and chill out on stream and watch some paint dry with me. It's not as boring as it sounds, I promise. Depending if you like watching paint dry. Currently working on a terrarium. Been a very long week working on my dissertation. Ooh, what's your dissertation on? And are you putting any tabletop models in the terrarium? Big Rig! Just got a Cerastus Lancer for my birthday, building while watching you. Nice! When was your birthday? Happy birthday for whenever it was. Cerastus Lancer. That's the Night Titan, one of the Night Titan Lancers? Is it the thing with the kind of see-through shield? I'm not really up on the newer names of especially Forge World models, or not Forge World anymore. Need some more Gravelord Grey. Bet you can make a wicked chess set. That actually is a plan. I have an idea for that. That may come into fruition this year. Okay, cool. My mic keeps cutting out on YouTube. I don't know why. There is nothing I can do about it. If we have another hard crash... TikTok, this is for YouTube. If we have another hard crash, I will just stop streaming because I think my computer will need a bit of attention. I really hope I don't, you know, the computer is okay. I really hope that it's nothing serious. Thank you very much for all the likes and the follows over on TikTok. Much appreciated. Yeah, everyone on YouTube, did you see the worried look as soon as that sound happened? Half Dead Studios, hello! How's it going? Right, the thing with speed paints, as you may have noticed, is they are incredibly thin and they do tend to run. So when you're moving the model around, you do have to be a little bit aware of that. As you can see, as I'm tilting it down here, all of it is running to the front, but we can use that to our advantage. Tilt it down and then use the brush to wick up that excess. And then you don't have that excess pooling. What you do need to be aware of is that is going to take away a lot of the shading from the back of the model, so you kind of just need to even it out a little bit. Something interesting on here at last. Yay! I mean, you notice, you know you are saying that about paint dry, but I will take the compliment anyway. Thank you very much. Dodgy Mobo USB port. Possibly. I've had this issue before, where because I used to run 3 webcams, one of which was a dog cam, aimed at Bailey, and that just stopped working for whatever reason. That just doesn't work anymore, and I don't know whether I've got dodgy USB connection. I think in the next month or 2 I'm gonna have to have a play around and start taking my computer apart and maybe upgrade some parts, which is terrifying because I've never done that before and I'm not great at computers, but we will learn. Is this an old model? No, this is a new model. It's not Games Workshop though. This is an upscaled Forest Dragon model. This was sculpted for 10mm, and I've upscaled it to 280%, which is 28mm. And it works incredibly well at this scale. It's a little cartoony, but I think that's part of its charm. Thank you very much for the share of the live. That is really, really useful. Oh, hang on, sorry, I'm getting messages. Hold on. The Omnisire took the dog cam away. Yeah, it was really annoying because the dog cam was great, but so I don't know what's happening with my computer. It's absolutely fine until I start streaming, and then that's where issues arise. And I don't know why. I'm not tech savvy. And if I do have to take the computer apart, then I really don't want to take the computer apart. I've just realised this is going to take a while to dry. So I also need to have a think about where I'm going to have like a green glow on this model, because if you have a look at this one here, this is the previous Demon Smith. This is the Mech Sorcerer, and I've got this like a green glow around. So I want the eyes definitely. I think I want all of the Demon Smiths to have green glowing eyes. And then on here, I think these runes built into the throne, the eyes of the bulls, and then maybe the eyes of all of the skulls. That would be kind of cool. Thank you very much for all the likes on the TikTok stream. Much appreciated. Does anything break when you put it under high load, such as high-end gaming? I don't high-end game on this. Like I don't game on PC. This is a work PC. I got it for streaming and for setting up 3D prints. That's all it does. It wasn't like a cheapy computer, but it wasn't, high end. So I don't know. Wouldn't CPU be under too much low rendering both video inputs while broadcasting? No, I mean, I never used to have this issue. That's the thing. I was streaming for like a year without any change and any problems. the moment it started was when I moved the PC, because I used to have my my setup like literally a foot to the right here in a smaller studio setup. Sorry, a smaller kind of little alcove, and then I moved everything over to a bigger desk, which is here. The moment that I physically moved the PC, I started having issues. So I think, and I moved it as carefully as I could, I reckon that something got knocked. Yeah, something got kind of knocked, and there's a loose cable somewhere. Half-Day Studios, how come the move to YouTube? I've been a bit 50-50 with keeping up with streams, as you've been from Twitch to Kick to Twitch again, and now YouTube. Yeah, I know. It has been a bit mental, and I appreciate you coming back. I really do. I totally get it if people are kind of like, yeah, no, done with this guy. So I don't like Twitch. I like watching on Twitch, and I love the community on Twitch. I don't like Twitch. It was the 50-50 take and it was getting to the point where it was impossible to justify it as a business, from a business point of view. And when I first started streaming, I said I'm going to act, this is going to be a business. This is how I'm going to run it. I need to think about money, as much as that sucks, but yeah, that's just what I need to do. And with Twitch taking 50%, and I was basically being held aloft by donations and the subs, but if I had a slightly quieter month, then I'd struggle to pay bills. So I had to make the decision, right, I'm gonna go to Kick, 95-5 split. It was great up until the point where the Kick CEO did something very, very stupid, and I didn't want my brand associated with it anymore. So I went back to Twitch because there wasn't an alternative, and then went, right, okay, I need to think about long-term evergreen content. Let's make the change to YouTube. I am aware that the streaming experience on YouTube isn't as good as Twitch, but it's just part of it. Here I can put out like long-term video content, tutorials and things like that, and I want all of my stuff to be on YouTube. So it's a long-term move, and it's playing the long game essentially. Let me just catch up on chat on TikTok. Is this Warhammer? No, this isn't Warhammer. This is very similar and styled off old Warhammer, but this is scaled up Forest Dragon models, which are available on my website. About 2 weeks ago, you were working on some Helldivers. I can't find on the website. They aren't quite finished yet, but I can show you some of them. They will be on the website very, very soon. So here's one of them. But as you can see, it's not quite finished. I need to sort them out and do the product photos. But they are coming to the website very, very soon. Ruggy, hey Ruggy. Probably be blue screen. No, I didn't have a blue screen when it crashed. I didn't have a blue screen. It wasn't like a big a blue screen crash, but it was your computer has stopped working. We're going to reset it for you. I'm like, okay, all right, that's new. I followed you here from TikTok. Your presentation is spot on. Hey, thank you, Big Greg. Thank you very much for coming on over. I appreciate it. Thank you. I honestly feel like YouTube is basically 99% of the way there now, to be honest. Feels good, lots of great recent changes. Yeah, I agree. And the streaming, I mean, I think they've done as much as they're willing to put in at the moment for streaming. They're never going to seriously compete with Twitch because Twitch is so established at streaming. But I think more and more people, they start on Twitch and go, yeah, cool, I'm going to stream, and then realize, this is way harder than I thought, or that you just don't get the traction, or there's so much more to do with Twitch. sorry, there's not much more to do with Twitch. Like, there is definitely a ceiling. Unless you are a massive creator with a huge following already, I think it's a struggle on Twitch, especially if you are aiming to make a living out of content creation. Painting miniatures wise, that you can't do that on Twitch. I don't think anyone is making a living just from streaming while painting miniatures. I honestly don't think that's a thing. If someone is doing it and you want to prove me wrong, please let me know. But as a general rule, like for the masses, it ain't happening. You got to have something else. I'm not earning any money from YouTube at the moment because I'm not a partner, but we're getting there. All of my money comes from the 3D printing in the shop and commissions as well. But yeah, so I wanted to make the move to YouTube, get on the YouTube partner program, and make more content than just streaming. I like making those tutorials. I really enjoy making those tutorials. Hey, Berserk, how's it going? Totally makes sense. You don't always have the right solution first time when it comes to what suits the business. Yeah, exactly. And I think, to be fair, I think when I started, Twitch was absolutely the right decision because it was. I started it during lockdown and during COVID, and it was great at creating a community. It was perfect for that, and I have created a community. Something I'm really proud of what I've created with Alchemist Models. When it started, it was Alchemist Painting. Now it's Alchemist Models. I'm really proud of what's happened. But things evolve, and I have to think of what's going to work long term, and Twitch just wasn't going to work long term. The kick thing was a gamble that I felt I had to make, and I'm glad I made it. I'm glad I took that chance. But it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out, which is fine. You know, we live and learn. Forget streaming. Rivering is the next best thing. Rivering is pretty cool. Rivering is pretty cool. Such a stupid joke, Berserk. Oh, I messaged you about those prints, by the way. I'm relatively certain that YouTube has more live viewers now than Twitch. Twitch lost a lot of viewers to Kick. They did, but I think they gained a lot back. I would say, like, my viewers are getting there with YouTube, but it does feel like I've had to essentially start again to a degree. Not massively, but to a degree. Which is fine. That's absolutely fine. It's quite a nice, like, added little challenge. But I would say streaming on Twitch is way bigger for anything that's not gaming. Like, there's not even an art category on YouTube. When I'm doing this, I'm streaming in the gaming category because there isn't an art category. If there was an art category, I'd stream in it. So yeah, YouTube has got a long way to go in regards to kind of streaming content, but with long form video content, I mean, there isn't something better, and they pay a lot better as well. They pay better than TikTok. They pay better than most companies out there. Yeah, YouTube rates. Yeah. YouTube's discovery is second only to TikTok. I have to say, like, the discovery on YouTube is way better than I thought it was. Way better. My subscribers on YouTube are almost beating what I have on Twitch, and it took me years to get up. I think I'm just over 3,000 on Twitch. 3,000 followers. If I had 3,000 subscribers, I wouldn't have left Twitch, but 3,000 followers on Twitch, which is a great number, and I'm really happy with that. That took me about 3 years. On YouTube, I had about 500 subscribers back in November. And that was kind of like, I had some stuff on YouTube and people were subscribing to me, but I wasn't really putting anything out. As soon as I started putting out regular content and focusing on YouTube, I'm almost at 3,000 subscribers now. So we've gone from 500 to, I've gained 2,500 subscribers in under 6 months, which is crazy growth. Like, for me, that's crazy growth. Alchemist paints, Alchemist models, either way, you're still Alki. Yeah, I'm still Alki. Oh, cool. I saw the little PayPal thing on my phone. I was like, I wonder. Nice one, Berserk. Thank you. It's a good point. YouTube is probably skewed with outliers like huge public events, such as the Queen's funeral, for example. Yeah, I think YouTube is bigger, but it is harder to get into. It's way harder. It's easier to monetize Twitch, but to make it consistent, you need to have a significant amount of subscribers to actually afford to live. If you're doing it in your own spare time and you're just doing it for kicks, which is nothing wrong with that at all, then Twitch is great. But for me, it doesn't work. It did not fulfill my needs as a content creator. Yeah. And the fact that I'm putting out tutorials that, I put one out 2 days ago. 2 days? Yeah, it was Wednesday. It was late Wednesday. Almost Thursday. Okay, the mic keeps disconnecting, but then it keeps reconnecting. I'm really worried about this computer. What was I saying? Yeah, I put out a the Blood Angels tutorial. It's sitting at about 350 views right now, which is above average for the size of my channel, which is great. That's absolutely fantastic. But the fact that video will sit there for years and then just keep growing, that's the aim. So I want a library of speed paint and contrast tutorials. Like, so if someone was like, how do I paint this random, like a Night Haunt chain rasp with speed paint tutorials, speed paint and contrast, there's a playlist. There you go, you found it. I want a massive library, so people can go, right, how do I paint this model in this style? Cool, there it is. Stop breaking your setup? No. I'm really good at it. CPM is great though. One video and you're set for a few months. Yeah. CPM on YouTube is really good from what I can see. I won't know until I get partner, like the next stage of partner. So who knows? Are you still doing the monthly giveaway for the painted model on Discord? No, I'm not. At some point, I might bring it back. But I realised that I was giving out a lot of vouchers, and only every now and again I was going to see some return, but I was actually starting to lose money on that. So yeah, I stopped it for now. So I'd love to do more giveaways, but I need to have a bit more income from the shop, from content. Once I've got that, I'd love to do loads of giveaways. I'd give away, way bigger things, bigger vouchers and things like that. But I need to justify it financially, which I wasn't. Every time I hear the noise of my mic disconnecting, it's terrifying. So I apologise you're all hearing the doo-doo-doo as a USB thing disconnects. I don't know what's wrong. Gaming channel still brings in like $70 a month, even though I haven't posted on there for years. Couple of big videos and you have some nice passive income. That's awesome. That's really nice to know. What's quite affirming, I think is the word, is seeing other people going, yeah, no, I'm actively making money from YouTube and I'm at a relatively low level, which is quite nice to know that my efforts aren't being, they're not going to waste. Is this D&D or Warhammer? It is neither. Hang on, wait, I just realised it's really overexposed on my phone. There we go. It's neither, but it can be used for both. This is a scaled up model from Forest Dragon, the Forest Dragon range that is available on my website, alchemistmodels.com. And this is one of the Demon Smith Deep Lord on throne. About to start painting. A whole army was set for like 4 years. Oh yeah, what army, Half Dead? Danny, nobody tell Alki there's a Cowboy Bebop collaboration magic cards. What? I'm sorry. What? What? Is it one piece? Yes, apart from the base comes separately. But yes, it is one piece. That is printed as one piece. And if I do say so myself, quite reasonably priced. This whole model is £16. If you were to get an equivalent model from, let's say, another company that we won't mention the name of, it would set you back a lot more. So I try to keep my prices reasonable. If you need a hand for anything, let me know. Oh, Elson BK, thank you. That's really good to know. That's very kind. Thank you. So okay, it's Japan early. It's not One Piece. Hasn't got pirates in it. God damn. They're only doing it in Japan. I still want it though. Pelican is really cool. Would be rad for a kit bash. I have in mind. I see what you mean. I mean, to be fair, the 3D print resin I use is really easy to cut through and to saw through. It's ABS like, so it doesn't shatter. So if you wanted the Pelican, you know what I mean. You could saw off the top, saw off the dwarf. It depends on how much effort you're willing to put in just for the Pelican. Hello, welcome in everyone on TikTok. How you doing today? Right, we're just waiting for this grey to dry, I think. I don't want to start painting the orcs until I've kind of done the metal. And I can't really do the metal until it's dry, and then I can dry brush it with a chrome. So for those of you who just joined, this is the colour scheme that we're going for. This is the Mech Sorcerer. So it's quite dark. And to get that dark metal, we shade it down with rattling grime, thin down rattling grime. But also we need to put a bit of metallic flecks in there. So we're going to dry brush it with Vallejo Chrome, which is my go-to dry brush to make things metallic. This is awesome. No worries. Thank you very much for all the follows and the likes and the shares over on TikTok. No worries, BK. Thank you very much for coming in and having a chat, and we'll see you again soon. Cheers. Right, hurry up and dry, damn it. Actually, while I'm waiting for that to dry, I'm gonna... Oh, I physically moved my chair and it disconnected my mic. I don't know how that happens. I have no idea how that happens. Half Dead Studios doing a bit of custom job, taking a range of 30k Marines and using them to build a custom Iron Warriors army, proxying all the Marines for Legionaries and Dreadnoughts for Hellbrutes. I love that idea. And proxying Perturabo for Abaddon. Ooh! Loose cables? Yeah, I reckon what's happening is I moved the PC and I've been having issues ever since I moved it. I reckon when I moved it, as careful as I could, I knocked something on a USB or knocked something internally, and it's just loose enough to be, to not quite connect. So whenever I slightly move around it, it's it's temperamental. So, I need the reference image for this. Hang on. Not that one, that one. So this is a commission that I started earlier. Hopefully it'll be this the nicest 40k army, 40k Chaos army this side of the Imperium. I'm assuming by nicest you mean like well made and nicely painted, not morally. Alright, okay. I don't know what's happening with the mic. Honestly, if it keeps happening, I might just have to stop streaming because it's happening more and more. I don't know. I don't know what I can do about it while streaming. So, okay, let's High Lord Blue, Beowulf. Let's go Beowulf. Dark purplish blue. Yeah, that's perfect. Yeah, I reckon I'm terrified to do this. I might have to take the side off my computer and see if anything's loose in there. So I apologise, it keeps beeping. This was supposed to be a chilled Friday stream and it's been anything but. Go for the blue black steel paint job, as really do like the standard rule. You really do or don't? You really don't like. I can't see the. Really don't like, right, okay. Ruggy, paint some dwarfs? Yeah, you are, Ruggy. What dwarf models are you painting? I will get back to the Deep Lord in a second. I'm just painting this while it's drying. Okay. So, what colour is this? This is Beowulf Blue? Yeah, dark purplish blue. This is Beowulf Blue from Speed Paint. I'm just using it for all the scales. I'm trying to not move my feet at all, anything near the computer. Any kind of little vibration seems to disconnect my microphone, which is just awful. Okay, and then are there any other scales? I think that's it. Might be a little bit on the tail. Oh no, it's on the fingers. Okay, okay. The fingers are scaly. And then the claws are slightly darker purple, I want to say. Dork Island! Is this mini from Hero Forge? Yes, it is from Hero Forge. This is a commission that someone sent me. No, it's actually a Dragonborn. It's a Dragonborn. I want to say Rogue? Maybe? Or Ranger? Probably Ranger. Black Robe's got to be a rogue. Yeah. Okay. I think that's all of the scales done. How's this drying? It's still. Yeah, it's dried on the outer bits, and that's kind of all that matters. So I might dive back to this now. Because if I have to finish stream because of my microphone, and this is all I've done, I'm going to be so annoyed. Right, dry brush. Let's not get rid of that brush. Dry brush. There we go. So we're going to put a little bit of metallic in here using Vallejo Air Chrome. We don't need a lot of this because this paint covers so incredibly well. And we'll do this stage first before we do any other colour, because otherwise the chrome kind of just tends to infect the other colours. We don't want that on things like the green orc skin. It seems like there's a lot of grey and a lot of silver at the moment, but a lot of this is going to change as well. Any of the details will go gold. We're just going to tint the grey. But if you start from this kind of neutral tone, everything blends together for the final piece. Go. A little bit around the back of the hat. I love these big hats. There's an alternative sculpt for pretty much all of the Demon Smiths without these big hats, and it's got the like flat, more modern helms. And I will be offering those up on the website at some point because they are very cool. But it does mean printing, like reprinting everything that I've done just in a different version, so I'm trying to hold off on that for now. Trying to be kind of careful where I put this. I don't want to get too much metallic paint anywhere else. Try and minimise that as much as possible. Bit of Minis Gibraltar, what up? How's it going? Welcome in. About where I dry brush, because some of the paint in the deepest recesses is still wet. I don't want to drag it out and ruin that shading. Okay, you can see that metallic sheen now. Half Dead Studios, if you're still there, make sure you tag me in any photos of that army because I'm really intrigued to see it. Okay. Now, that's dried really quickly. So what we're going to do is we're going to start putting in the gold, I think. Which we need Nazdrag yellow. Ooh, don't disconnect. We're good. We're good. Talk yourself out of getting a bigger printer. Yeah, you need a Saturn. I was looking at, because the Saturn 4 just came out, and so well, it's up for pre-order. When it comes out properly, that's when I'm going to seriously start looking at upgrading my printers. And I'll just buy some old Saturn 3s. Or now old Saturn 3s. Because the price will drop. So just tinting these details gold. And we're using Nazdrag yellow with a little bit of water. Because this Nazdrag is it's a little jelly, a little gel-like. So we just need to add a little bit of water just to thin it down a little bit. I really like the rich tone that Nazdrag gives. Mono 5S Pro. Oh yeah, because you've got Anycubic, haven't you? Bigger printer is they, you know, that size printer is definitely worth having a look at. I wouldn't go for anything that's the next stage up, like the big printers, things like the Jupiter and whatever Anycubic's version of that is, because I think there's issues with them, as in like printing at that scale. Fenris, hey, that's very kind words. Yeah, it's a really nice model, isn't it? You got the Mars 4, right? Okay. I would stick with Elegoo, but you know, there's nothing wrong with Anycubic at all. I wouldn't, considering you're in the UK, I wouldn't go with Frozen. Frozen is okay if you live in America, but I've had issues with my Mighty 4, my Mighty 4K, because I needed a replacement part, and they, at the time, I don't know whether they do now, but at the time they didn't do replacement parts through third parties. You had to get it through them, and therefore they were very expensive, and the shipping was insane. Crazy expensive to get that part over. So much so, it was half the price of a new printer, so I was like, yeah, no, I'm not going to do that, and just moved from Frozen to Elegoo. Is it a Chaos Dwarf? It's technically a Demon Smith, but yes, it is very similar to a Chaos Dwarf. Absolutely. We've got another one here. Look, yay! This is the Mech Sorcerer, and this is the Deep Lord on Throne. These are both available on my web store, alchemistmodels.com. I'm just painting them up for product photos. We've got the unpainted version on there at the moment, but I would like to paint them all up. Pontus, hey, how's it going? For the same price, Elegoo has a smaller build area. Oh, okay. I mean, how much smaller? That's the question. Is it really that much smaller? If it's a couple of millimeters, it doesn't matter. Like, that's not going to change much. Thank you very much for all the likes, follows, and shares over on TikTok. Much appreciated. Okay, just got 3 more skulls, and then we can start on the armor. If I can get, I mean, I'm not going to be streaming for a long time tonight because I'm worried about my computer. So if I can get all the gold done, I'll see that as a win, and then we'll continue the model on Monday. Pontus slapped on some transfers on the Hellhound now as well. Call it officially done. Yeah, yeah. This is the Hellhound you put in the Discord, yeah? Elegoo 122 wide, Anycubic 123 wide. Yeah, I mean that's my point, Antiv. That is less than 2 millimeters difference. It doesn't matter. That does not matter. You're not going to fit another model in there, so go with that, with whatever like brand you're familiar with and whatever system you're happy with. $122.88 wide. And the other one is 100. Oh, 223. Oh, yeah, no, that's a lot more. That's a lot more. Yeah, I missed the first numbers. Yeah, in which case, go any qubit. Oh, that's huge. 223 wide. 100 and... Hold on. That's a massive difference. Is one of them an older machine? Where's my ruler? 12. Oh! Okay, your Elegoo is... Yeah, okay. Yours is that. Anycubic is 2... Jesus, that's big. That's not too far off my plate. Yeah, that's not too far. It's a little bigger. Not by much, though. Yeah. I personally look at a Saturn. Wait, because the Saturn 4 is just coming out, just about to come out. That means the Saturn 3 will go cheaper. For God's sake, Danny. Hey, Danny, welcome back. I saw your message. It's the whole thing. I have no idea why my computer's being like this. Oh, as in the message, the Discord message that you were like, "Is everything okay?" I'm like, that was a thing. Sorry, I'm like running half an hour behind in my head. The stream not working earlier really confused me and really messed with me. Apparently, it doesn't take a lot to throw me off. You're very confused now? Good. Good. You are welcome. Half Dead. Any big projects coming up, Alki? Potentially. One that I can't really do on stream, though. It's not confirmed. It's not, like, properly confirmed. But there might be one where someone wants one of the turrets that I do, one of the sci-fi turrets that isn't on the website, but it's on the Etsy store. Mainly because I'm redoing everything for the website, changing the scales up. But they want a 32mm turret scaled, but they want it 900% bigger. To be a kind of ornament, like an ornament or an addition to a pinball machine. And so I would print it in FDM, hollow, and then I'm going to team up with a friend of mine who's very good at kind of electrics. We're going to motorize it so it turns, and we're going to put lights in so the and I'll cut out some of the side microphone. Yeah, cool. Some of the like some of the sides put like. There we go. Cool. Right. Microphone's working. I'm going to say it really quickly. Perspex, lights going through the cannon. It's good. Hey, Lee. How's it going? Doc, I'm going to call the stream there. On Monday. Bye. Is it working? Right. Okay. It's the heart rate of your computer about to go flat any minute now. I'm gonna stop streaming. Sorry. I wish I you know, we could keep going, but my couldn't have timed that better. Couldn't have timed that better. I'm gonna stop streaming, and I think that somewhere Hedgehog has got a switch and he's just flicking a switch. I'm sure this is Hedgehog. Yeah, I'm going to stop streaming. Bye. Thanks for coming. I'm gonna go cry. Right, hopefully I'll be streaming on Monday. I'll see you soon. Bye.